I'm Mr. MegaManFan. This is the PC Engine Files, and today we have Circus Lido. Although that looks kind of like it says Lilo on the screen, but it is in fact Lido. And I'm going to quote from the Video Game Den this time instead of pcengine.co.uk or Giant Bomb or anybody else, because I think what Video Game Den had to say hits the nail right on the head. So let me go ahead. Circus Lido is notorious among classic game enthusiasts, not because of its average at most qualities as a puzzle game, but for the unusual circumstances of its release. The game was quietly advertised in several Japanese video game magazines and officially released on April 16, 1991, but it was nowhere to be found in stores and went completely unnoticed. Because of this, Circus Lido was considered to be one of the rarest PC Engine HuCard games in the late 1990s, and the few rare copies that surfaced on the collector's market were snapped up for thousands of dollars, with some even arguing that the game was never commercially released. However, in 2000, this situation was about to change dramatically. For what seemed like obscure reasons, an increasing number of Circus Lido games began to appear, and the game's inflated value started to melt away. And the truth, finally revealed in 2001, is one of the most memorable and painful moments of PC Engine collecting history. Although Circus Lido was virtually impossible to find in the wild, several Japanese forums started to leak out that the game was available for its original retail price of 5,400 yen on Amazon Japan. To fully understand and explain this unexpected twist, we have to go back to 1991. In reality, Circus Lido did see a commercial release, but not in toy and game stores, but in libraries. It is really unclear as to why Unipost decided to only release this game in libraries, but it certainly explains why it went completely unnoticed and was nowhere to be found until 2000, when someone discovered that Amazon Japan still had a large stock available at the original retail price. Circus Lido shows how incredibly volatile the collectibles market can be and how speculation can cause the mighty to fall. And yet, I feel for those who paid thousands of dollars for the once rare and elusive Circus Lido. Interestingly, a special medal was made to commemorate the release of Circus Lido. 500 were made, and they were given away to the first players who cleared the 40 levels. It is, however, hard to tell how many were actually given away, considering how badly the game sold. Circus Lido comes with an outer cardboard box similar to the ones which came with Super Graphics games. Each copy also includes a numbered user's card, which gives additional information about the game. There you have it. And if I may, Circus Lido, although it is absolutely a perfect subject for the PC Engine Files, deserves its place in obscurity. Now, Toilet Kids, when I talked about that game earlier, I admit there's something charming about a game that is so over the top, bent on being scatological and exploiting that unique side of Japanese humor, the Domokun side of things. But this is just a very bad puzzle game that has elements of Bubble Bobble, but none of the fun of playing it. Like, you don't even get to kill the monsters yourself once you trap them. You have to feed them to these Venus flytrap looking things, and then you have to move these platforms to get from one level to the next, just to either get them or get them to drop down to where you can eat them. And give up is something that you'll end up doing a lot. You can hit the select button to just commit suicide because you'll get frustrated with the fact that you can't find a solution and you can't get the monsters to a point where you can eat them. There's no way for your Lido, or whatever your character is supposed to be, this lizard looking thing, to be able to move to platforms unless he's got something he can cling to. He can't jump. He can cling to things, but he can't jump on things. So he can't even jump over those little obstacles on each level, which is so ridiculous, especially if you trap a monster and release it. It can bounce up to another level, but you can't. And these Venus flytrap things, why are we required to feed them? What is the purpose here? Are we clearing an infestation and they're just an unwilling participant? Are they an endangered species and we're helping them thrive? Are we trying to create more of them as a biological weapon so we have to feed them and make more of them grow? Honestly, the monsters look like they'd be better biological weapons than the flytraps do. And the flytraps will eat you if you get too close and don't feed them a monster in the little capsule you closed it in. So, honestly, plot sucks. Gameplay mechanics kind of suck. The music is very repetitive and grating after a while. Circus Lido is notorious for its former rarity, but it's not notorious for its great gameplay. Now, honestly, I don't know what it currently goes for. I know about the history. I don't know the value in today's market. But much like I said with Toilet Kids, if you're paying a lot of money for this, then you must be somebody who is in a PC Engine museum who collects every game, because I certainly wouldn't recommend spending exorbitant amounts of money on a frustrating and, quite frankly, boring PC Engine game. This one just doesn't hold up. But I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and as always, thank you for watching this video. See ya!